Natalie.
Well, you can see the damage done to the Heritage Building. This is a place that housed 35 apartment units, a dozen businesses, and right here was the beginning of a long night where off-duty firefighters were called in and several fire departments had to work together. In a calm moment after a chaotic night,
hats off to all the firefighters that were out working last night.
Assistant Fire Chief Vic Pennington recounts how the calls just kept coming.
They needed a lot of help. They had, fire up in the attic.
The first request was for backup in Auburn, where flames were shooting out of the Heritage Building, a place that houses businesses and apartments. South King Fire sent 3 engines and a ladder truck to join the effort to fight this fire. Then, a few hours later, less than 7 miles away, another emergency. This time, the flames were tearing through a senior apartment building in Milton. And a couple hours later, crews had to scramble again, this time to help Assistant Chief Pennington.
So we had units from SeaTac, we had units from Kent, and we had units from Tacoma.
They all rushed to a Federal Way apartment fire where one person was trapped.
You have firefighters that are committed to the rescue. You have firefighters that are using the hose lines to hold the fire in check.
On one night, 3 big fires left nearly 200 people without a home.
What I've seen is, the all hands on deck mentality at the Red Cross.
That's why this middle school has been turned into a shelter, why the school cafeteria is now a place to find coffee and some comfort.
Well, you'll be sure to let us know if you need anything. Okay, all right.
The Red Cross is stretched thin, but still answering the call.
One of the busiest nights that we've had in a long time.
The same can be said for the community of firefighters that tackled a tough night together. Well, sadly, one woman did die in the Federal Way fire. In all 3 cases, the area is boarded up or blocked off as investigations continue to determine what caused these fires. When it comes to the people who've been displaced, the Red Cross says they're committed to helping them. They say they do need donations and volunteers all the time. To learn more about that, just head to our website, king5.com. Live in Auburn, Natalie Swaby, King 5 News.
An Auburn city rep say it's going to take months or even years for these businesses and the people who live in those apartments to fully recover. Now, you just heard Natalie talking about donations. Anyone who wants to help can drop off food, clothing, or money donations to the Auburn Food Bank. You can also head to the website. It's right here on the screen, the auburnfoodbank.org, to make a donation.
And here's more information about the senior community fire we mentioned earlier. More than 100 senior citizens may be out of their apartments until the new year. That fire broke out around 6:30 Tuesday night. While everyone made it out safely, they didn't have time to grab personal items. Today, the apartment manager was collecting and returning valuables. Fire investigators say the damages could be in the millions. They think the source might have been the lobby's chimney.